in the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding professional record. 7 wins, 4 losses, 1 draw. She stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 125 and 1/2 pounds. Fighting out of Nottingham, England, by way of Caracas, Venezuela, Veronica Hardy.
Stop scrolling because Veronica Hardy, yes, that Veronica Hardy just sent a fucking brutal warning to the undefeated PFL queen, Dakota Ditcheva. And this is not trash talk, not hype, not a call out. This is a challenge from a fighter who has survived concussions, comebacks, pressure, and a lifetime of combat.
I'm an underdog, I'm gonna show you.
And then she said the line the MMA world did not expect. I'm an underdog, but I'm coming to show striking and punches. Before you underestimate this woman, let's get something straight. Veronica Hardy is not a beginner. She is not a rookie. She is not an easy fight. She's a Venezuelan mixed martial artist competing in the UFC flyweight division. And she's trained by one of the smartest fight minds on earth, Dan Hardy. At age 12, she became a Taekwondo black belt. Then she added Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, kickboxing, karate, and later elite-level MMA. She went 5-0 and won in European promotions before ever stepping into the UFC cage. She returned in 2023 after concussion issues, and since that comeback, she's become one of the most technical, durable, and strategic fighters in the UFC.
Up elbow, sorry.
Oh, look at that.
Her professional record, 10 wins, 5 losses, 1 draw. Methods of victory, 1 KO/TKO, 2 submissions, 7 decisions. She's not reckless. She's not wild. She's a calculated weapon, someone who breaks you over rounds, not moments. This is the kind of fighter who studies you, who breaks down patterns, who exposes holes, who takes champions into deep water.
I'm an underdog, I'm gonna show you.
But then Veronica Hardy was asked about Dakota Ditcheva, and she didn't smile. She didn't dodge the question. She didn't hesitate. She leaned in, looked straight into the camera, and dropped a fucking brutal warning. I know I'm an underdog. I know she's dangerous, but I'm coming to show striking and punches. This wasn't arrogance. This wasn't trash talk. This was pure fighter energy, confidence, belief. A woman with nothing to lose calling out the youngest PFL world champion.
Sprinkle by TKO or KO, I will tell you the confidence that she's going to have now getting up is going to be unbelievable. And there it is.
Beautiful knee from the plum.
And Ditcheva beckons Jenna Bishop back to her feet and goes immediately on the attack. Oh,
Bishop in trouble.
And that doesn't.
Let's not forget she's warning Dakota Ditcheva, 2024 PFL World Champion, 15-0, undefeated, 14 knockouts, one of the cleanest Muay Thai strikers in MMA, a pressure finisher, a killer with range, power, timing, accuracy. She just dominated Sumiko Inaba. Again, she's becoming sharper, more violent, more dangerous every fight. Dakota isn't slowing down. She's accelerating. But that's exactly why Veronica Hardy's warning shook the internet. This wasn't a safe call out. This was a give me the most dangerous woman in PFL challenge. Let's be honest, most fighters respect Dakota, but they stay far away from calling her out Veronica Hardy. She did the opposite. She said, I'm coming to show striking and punches. And that matters because Veronica is a Taekwondo black belt. She mixes kicks with angles better than most. Her footwork is unpredictable. She has veteran experience. Dakota hasn't faced. She survived injuries, layoffs, pressure, and still came back winning. She's not chaotic like Agapova. She's not wild like others. She's a calculated machine. This is the style that can frustrate Dakota, slow Dakota down, neutralize Dakota's power. This is the style that pulls undefeated fighters into deep, uncomfortable rounds.
I'm an underdog, I'm gonna show you.
I'm an underdog, but I'm coming to show striking and punches, a warning, a challenge, a declaration of war. From a fighter built through discipline, injuries, comebacks, and experience. Calling out the undefeated Muay Thai queen of PFL. This is not a mismatch. This is not a joke. This is not clickbait. This is a matchup that could shock the world because when a fighter like Veronica Hardy says she's coming, she means every word.
Oh! Climb goes up top! Chin to chin! And the Archangel with her biggest win! Wow!
No weight class, let's get the ball rolling, let's get the momentum going, let's keep it going. Because it was great, and then she cut her open. And that's like a big statement at the end. The cut.
She's taking over here. This could be the end.
Meet Fatima the Archangel Klein, an American strawweight, Brazilian jiu-jitsu black belt, and a wrecking machine on the ground, pro record 8-1-0. She made her UFC debut in 2024, was a former CFFC strawweight champ, and her style? Heavy ground and pound and finishing instincts. This is a fighter who can turn chaos into a stoppage.
Why wouldn't I just take it to where I'm comfortable? So I'm super excited to see how this matchup goes. I think, you know, it's kind of that striker versus wrestler, but I plan to show that I'm an all-around.
After a fiery interview, Klein didn't whisper. She roared Dakota. "Your kids, I'm a monster. I'll break you, little Barbie," she said. That line went nuclear across MMA socials. But is it talk or is it a promise?
Left hand coming down from the top. Fight. Ditcheva asked her to stand back up. More body shots. This one
Dakota Ditcheva is the hottest thing in women's MMA, a former junior Muay Thai world champ turned PFL superstar 15-0 as of October 30th, 2025 PFL women's flyweight champ and $1 million tournament winner. So why would Klein call her out so aggressively? Because stylistically, Klein's strengths could expose certain cracks, relentless ground pressure submission chains, and a high-damage ground and pound game. That's exactly the kind of game plan that can neutralize an undefeated striker. Klein's record and recent wins explain the confidence. She's 8-1 with key UFC wins by TKO and a high level of grappling, BJJ black belt. Her UFC run includes notable stoppages, and she's only getting better. Recently, she TKO'd Victoria Dudakova, January 11th, 2025, and picked up a big TKO versus Melissa Martinez, July 12th, 2025. She's battle-tested and dangerous.
Weight class, let's get the ball rolling, let's get the momentum going, let's keep it going, because it was great, and then she cut her open, and that's like a big statement at the end. The cut.
She's taking over here. This would be the end.
That's it. Finish.
Elbows raining down from Fatima Klein.
What a job to
Who
get that.
ends it via TKO in round 2.
Sprinkle by TKO or KO, I will tell you the confidence that she's going to have now getting up is going to be unbelievable. And there it is.
Beautiful knee from the plum.
And Ditcheva beckons Jenna Bishop back to her feet and goes immediately on the attack. Oh, right hand.
Trouble.
And that does it. First.
Here's the playbook. Close distance fast and smother the striking. Don't stand and trade. Use clinch and takedowns to bring the fight to the mat. Klein's BJJ black belt work turns, scrambles into submissions, or brutal ground and pound. Grind the pace. Wear the undefeated fighter down and force mistakes late. If Klein executes that, 15-0 could look a lot closer than people expect. Round 1. Klein presses, forces, clinch, tests, balance. Dakota tags her, but Klein eats it, shoots, gets a takedown. Round 2, Klein controls on top, secures heavy ground position, significant damage. Round 3, a tired Dakota leaves a hole. Klein floods through and forces referee stoppage or finds a late submission. Upset social exploded. Some fans called Klein crazy. Others said she was exactly the kind of fighter Dakota hasn't faced. Calls for the matchup trended. Fight makers take note. This sells, plus that little Barbie line, instant meme fuel. For Dakota to keep the streak alive, she must keep it at range with footwork, punish every clinch attempt with knees and elbows, and keep Klein off balance with sharp counters. Most importantly, don't let the fight hit the mat. It's as simple as that. If Dakota stays smart, she keeps 15-0. If she doesn't, risk of first loss. This is the kind of potential upset that changes careers. Fatima Klein's warning wasn't empty. It was a challenge. Will Dana or PFL make it? Would you pay to see Klein try to end Dakota's 15-0? Drop your picks below Klein or Dakota. Smash like if you want this made, subscribe for more explosive MMA callouts, and hit that bell because if this fight happens, it'll be absolute mayhem.
Angela, because there's a twist here. Here it comes.
Here it comes. Let's go! Yes!
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! You got it! You got it! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! She's up! Let's go! Go! Let's go!
Mi corazón.
Stamp Fairtex just dropped a fucking bombshell on Dakota Ditcheva, and it's not nice. She said, "I'm coming, I'll end your streak." This is a direct challenge to the PFL queen. Listen to that. No joke. No fluff. Stamp's putting Dakota on notice, and fans are already losing it.
ฮอตมากแล้วก็ค่ะหนูเลือกเพลงนี้เพราะว่า
Outside trip. Oh, huge kick, Stamp. Police is out.
Stamp Fairtex Muay Thai royalty turned MMA threat. Pro record. 11-2-5 KOs, 4 decisions. She's sharp, creative, and has knockout power. Stamp has crossed over from elite Muay Thai into MMA and proven she can finish fights inside the cage or under one rules.
Come on in. We're ready.
Powers.
Dakota Ditcheva 15-0 as of July 19, 2025. Youngest PFL world champion, first British female MMA world champ. Her record, 12 KOs, 1 submission, 2 decisions. She's Muay Thai perfected for the cage, brutal knees, body bomb, surgical timing. She's the PFL's golden girl.
He's trying to keep her boxing nice and tight, but she got caught. She got caught. She's on her back. And now a barrage from Stamp Fairtex.
This is what we talked about. Jihin standing in front of her rather than pressuring forward into that clinch.
Heavy elbows. Jihin bleeding from the mat.
You know, the damage so far in this fight, it's been one-way traffic.
Oh, nasty knee in the middle from Dakota. And a flurry. Down to the body. Here's the elbow. Back elbow. And now a left hand. And she's showing off now.
Why does Stamp calling out Dakota matter? Because this is 2 elite Muay Thai lineages colliding. Stamp's old-school creativity versus Dakota's new-school cage-adapted precision. Stamp's not bluffing. She's a proven finisher who can change distances and wreck timing. If she executes her plan, she can expose the limits of Dakota's game.
Outside trip. Oh, huge kick, Stamp. Police is out. Taking and now Dakota already severely with effort there. Valentina needs to.
Don't sleep on Dakota. Her movement and teep game make takedowns and close entries dangerous. Her timing has finished elite opponents. If Stamp overcommits or mistimes pressure, Dakota hits and ends the night fast.
Stop.
Fans are split. Some say Stamp's playing with fire, calling out a 15-0 phenomenon. Promoters, they're salivating. Stamp versus Dakota would be a cross-promotion blockbuster legacy on the line. Money on the table. Drama guaranteed. Stamp Fairtex didn't whisper. She dropped a fucking bombshell. If this matchup ever happens, it's not a circus. It's a history fight. Someone's legacy changes here. Who wins, Stamp Fairtex or Dakota Ditcheva? Drop your pick below, smash like and subscribe for the hottest cross-promotion drama. I read every comment.
There it is, right there. She's tight.
Oh,
Does she get the tap?
Michelle, 4 for 4. I'm gonna make it choke.
To get back to her feet.
Big suplex there by Montague.
Oh my God.
Michelle Montague, the undefeated wild one, just sent the most brutal threat of her career aimed straight at Dakota Ditcheva.
Come here. Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
She didn't whisper it. She declared war. And what makes this insane? She's not some trash talker. She's a 7-0 wrestling machine who might be the worst stylistic nightmare Dakota's ever faced.
In some ways, Dakota pushes a faster pace.
They call her the Wild One, and it's not just a nickname. Michelle Montague's rise from the wrestling mats of New Zealand to the UFC cage is nothing short of savage. She's 7-0. Every single win before the UFC by submission, rear naked choke, arm triangle guillotine. If she gets her hands on you, it's over.